So today I'm going to show how I draw in support and resistance lines on my charts for technical analysis. I mainly trade currencies. This is the pound Australian dollar. I have three different time frames here that I use when drawing in my lines. This is the monthly, the weekly over here, and then the daily down here. And this is on TradingView, and my charts all sync. So when I draw a line in on my daily, it also shows up on my monthly and my weekly. So to actually draw in the lines, this is the horizontal line tool, and I start on the monthly and then drill down into lower time frames. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enlarge the monthly and just start drawing in lines. So select the tool, and when you draw a line in, you want to draw in the open and closed prices or the extremes, and you want to stay consistent with that. And some pairs are going to respect them different. So if you draw a line, you want it to be through the open and close over here, and if there is other price action over here, you'd want it to go through the open and close again. And by open and close, if you don't know candlesticks, the body is where the open and close is. So that would be right here. The extremes would be the bottom or top of the wick. So on the monthly, normally I like to keep my charts clean, so I only draw the lines in close to where price is at currently. But for this demonstration, I'm just going to draw in some general lines for y'all, not really giving into account where price is. So on the monthly, there's going to be less lines. They're going to be major respected levels. There's really no good ones on this example, but that's okay. I'm going to draw one in right here, and I'm going to put one in right around here, because I know whenever I go to the weekly, there's going to be some price action around these areas, and I can kind of fine tune where the line is. So right here, I can even put one in here where this price is, and let's put one in right here. And now we're going to go to the weekly and fine tune those. So this is the monthly where I was drawing it. Now we're going to go to the weekly, and you can kind of see where those ended up. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. I just don't like that. Right here on the weekly, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. And the more touches you have, the more accurate the line is going to be. And again, this is the weekly chart. So you can see down here, this is going all the way back to 2006. And going back that far in time is fine. It's still going to be relevant to the price action currently today, because the charts will respect lines even if the touches are historically old. That's okay. So this line down here, you can see there's definitely a zone in here. Let's try to get as many accurate touches right through the open and close as we can. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. It broke and retested. So, and on the daily, that would be more noticeable. That's not a good retest, but it definitely broke. So this is an example of when price was coming down, it supported this line. And let's see if there's any historical. I don't think there, no. So right here it's acting as support. It broke it, and now it's acting as resistance. So price broke it again, and it hasn't retested it again until over here back in 2016. So that was another, roughly 3 years after. So now let's see, this line has 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is not super relevant anyway, so I'm just going to delete this. All right, so let's see if we can get another line in. So this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a good line. There's probably some more minor ones in here close to where price action. That's okay. I'm going to wait and draw those in on the daily because it's a little, I can go ahead and put one in and then I'll just move it whenever I get to the daily because I know there's stuff going on here. It's just not very clear on the weekly. So here's the weekly that we just drew those in on. Now we're going to go down to the daily and just kind of look at where all of our lines are lining up, seeing if it's nice and clean because we drew them on the monthly and the weekly charts. So those candles are going to have a lot more data within each candle because it's a higher time frame. Now that we're down to the daily time frame, this is really where you can fine tune them. And over here you can see price where those lines are at, 2.03, 1.85, 1.73. You can fine tune the lines to whole numbers. If you told somebody I'll be there in 10 minutes or I'll be there in 5 minutes, you don't normally say I'm going to be there in 6.5 minutes. It's just human psychology to round up to whole numbers. So lines typically are going to be stronger at whole numbers. So this 0.185. So you can change it to exactly 0.85. And that is a good line. It's relevant to our price action right now. This line below it, 0.7, we'll just call it 1.73. And you can, I don't know if my screen recording is recording all that, but so just looking at these two lines that we just fine-tuned, this one's obviously 1.62. That's close enough. I'm not going to change it right now. But you can see this 1.62 was acting as support. It broke the 1.73, and now the 1.73 is acting as support. So 1.62 is support, 1.73 was resistance. It broke the resistance, and now it's retesting as support. So that's all these lines are. They hold price, and when they break, the price will return to reject it or break it again. And so the whole point of these lines are to have value in where you're trading. You don't want to be trading in between the lines. You want to take trades at support and resistance. If you're trading in the middle, you're gonna, depending on how you trade, but for me, being more of a hybrid swing trader, I trade at the extreme levels of the support and resistance. So I hope you liked this video. Just real quick on how I draw in my lines. If something didn't make sense, just comment and I will try to answer. I'm planning on doing some more videos. I'll do one on how to set up TradingView. This is definitely not how it looks whenever you sign up and first get set up in TradingView, but this is how I like it, and that's what's great about TradingView is you can customize it to your personal preference. So I hope that made sense. I didn't do a whole lot of time in picking the pair to get clean price action, but typically the pound Aussie is a good one. So let me know what you think. Thanks. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will post another video soon. Thanks.